Hey everybody! I'm here today with a video on the Dyson V11 versus the LG CordZero A9. I'll specifically be going over which vacuum is better for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to outline the pros and cons of each, some of the similarities and some of the differences, and then you can decide which vacuum is better for you, okay? So I'm speaking pretty quickly, which is why when I said similarities, I sort of messed up the pronunciation of it. But please bear with me because I have a lot to cover and I want to keep the video relatively short. So I purchased both of these vacuums with my own money, so I'm going to try and make it an unbiased review. And I also plan on keeping both of these vacuums. I like to have a stick vacuum on each floor just because I like things to be convenient, and we have quite a bit of closet space in the house to mount the stick vacuums and so forth, okay? So let's get right into it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to reposition the camera and I'm going to flip the screen out so I can see exactly what you see. Okay, so essentially we have the Dyson V11 right here, and then we have the LG CordZero A9. Now first and foremost, the price points of these vacuums are slightly different, okay? I purchased both of these on sale. The V11, even on sale, was more than the CordZero on sale, but even at regular price, at least where I live at the time of me filming this, the V11 is a more expensive vacuum, okay? It does have a few bonuses or pluses compared to the LG. However, like I said, it's not, I would have loved to compare two vacuums that are identical in price point, but these are the ones that I purchased, so I figured that I would sort of compare them for you. It's the only thing that works for me. So one of the pluses of the CordZero is the fact that it comes with two batteries. You have one battery in the unit and another battery charging right here, okay? That's a huge plus in my opinion because it allows you to vacuum a much larger area. Now for myself, I'm probably only ever going to use one of the batteries, okay? Because I'm not vacuuming the whole house. I use these to do quick vacuums on an individual floor, right? So, you know, it's good to have the second battery, but if you need it, it's a must, right? Whereas the Dyson only comes with one, oops, sorry about that. The Dyson only comes with one battery. However, the runtime of the Dyson, okay, and I've used these to a very limited capacity. I haven't used them like crazy, I've just sort of experimented with them. The runtime of the Dyson seems to be more than the runtime of one of the batteries of the LG, but you have that second battery, right? So like the Dyson with its individual battery, according to my own usage quickly around my house, seem to be more than the runtime of the individual battery when comparing them on a level playing field with the same power, okay? With regards to suction, but like I said, you also have a second battery, so, you know, you can always swap out the battery on this one to get even more, to double your runtime. So, you know, you gotta take what I said there with a grain of salt because, you know, you do have the ability to swap out the battery here, okay? But one battery for one battery, the Dyson seems to have more runtime, okay? With regards to suction, basically the same amount. I mean, I don't know, like the specific numbers might be slightly different, but in reality, for vacuuming around the house, whether you're using one or the other, look, okay? That's on a medium mode, the auto mode, and that's on low mode, high mode, okay? Low mode, high mode, and there's also turbo. But I'm not going to go and turn on the turbo right now. There's actually a turbo or a boost on both of the vacuums, right? The suction is basically the same, okay? The one thing that's really different about these is that the LG CordZero A9 can be mounted on the wall or freestanding. Right now I have it mounted freestanding, whereas the Dyson V11 can only be wall mounted as far as I understand, okay? So I do have the wall mount over here. I'm going to be mounting it on the wall eventually in one of the closets. But if you don't have a mounting place on the wall for your Dyson, then you might want to consider going with the LG. And I think part of the reason for that is that the Dyson, in its shortest form with attachments on it, is decently taller than the LG CordZero. Now the LG CordZero can obviously extend, right? It can extend, but it gets pretty compact, which is, I think, one of the reasons why it can be freestanding. Whereas the Dyson, when it's in its sort of shortest form over here, okay, including one of the attachments, one of the roller heads, is decently taller, as you can see, than the LG CordZero, which is probably why it wouldn't even really make sense to have this freestanding, okay? with regards to the technology, like they both do a great job at vacuuming. They're like incredible vacuums, okay? The filtration systems are relatively similar. Like nothing stands out that one is way better than the other when I'm addressing these factors over here. I'm gonna make sure this doesn't fall over. Okay, I'm gonna wall mount it hopefully in the next couple days. And until then, I'm gonna leave it on the ground. This is only for this video that I'm doing this. Okay, the Dyson does have, it looks like some extra attachments. Here I am on camera. So the Dyson comes with these two attachments right here. I'll show you what they are, okay? So it comes with these two attachments right here that are mounted on the tube. It comes with one large roller head, and then it comes with, let's do this right here, a smaller roller head over here, and it comes with two additional attachments, two brushes to go on the wall mount, okay? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attachments, okay? I think I emptied the boxes properly. As far as I know, there's no attachments hidden in the boxes still. Whereas the LG comes with these 4 attachments, so 2 significant roller heads, okay? As you can see right there, 2 significant roller heads, and then there's these that are mounted on the bottom. You have a brush over here, and then like a crevice tool over here. Now the thing you gotta ask yourself is, even if the Dyson V11 comes with more attachments, are you going to need all those attachments? I'm going to tell you the truth. I would mainly use a roller head and the crevice tool. Pretty much. Maybe I'll use an additional attachment here or there, but pretty much most of the attachments on both of these units are going to stay mounted on the units themselves. So, you know, does one include more attachments? Yes. According to what I have here, the Dyson includes more attachments. But that's only a plus if you're going to use those attachments. If you're not going to use them, it doesn't really make a difference. Okay, what I'll do lastly is I will remove the units, remove the tube from each of the units. Okay, just give me a moment here. Okay, now, if you look at the canister size, okay, you can see the Dyson has a bigger canister, but once again, essentially it only makes a difference if you plan on filling it up. I empty these. Like on my stick vacuums, I empty them all the time. So for me, it doesn't make a difference. But for you, if you want to continue using it, then yeah, you know, a bigger canister would make the difference. Filtration is very similar. The filters are stored inside up here on both of them, right? One of the pluses of the Dyson is the V11 is that it has this nice screen here, which is cool. It shows you what mode you're on, okay? And the runtime that's remaining. Whereas the LG CordZero has these buttons. And you know whether you're on a plus, like the high speed or the low speed, but it doesn't show you. And there's a battery indicator there, but it doesn't tell you the runtime. Now my Dyson is telling me to fully charge before first use because I just got it recently and I haven't taken the time to fully charge it. I've been experimenting little bits here and there, but I haven't taken the time to fully charge it, okay? With regards to weight, very similar. I don't know which one would be heavier. They're like so similar. However, because the canister is longer, it's a different feel in the way that you're using it. But, you know, most of the time you're probably going to use it with the long tube attached to it on the floor. So, you know, it's going to be resting against the floor, not going to make much of a difference. Yeah, I mean, essentially at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, do you need the extra battery? If you need the swappable batteries, the LG CordZero is without a doubt the one you should go for, no questions asked, okay? Do you like the LED screen that shows you the runtime? Then go for it. But remember, you're going to be paying a little bit more for the V11 than the LG CordZero. So it comes at a little bit of a premium having that screen right there, okay? And will you use the extra attachments? Go with the V11. If you don't care for the extra attachments, then it doesn't really matter. Go with whichever one makes sense to you. So that's essentially it. I didn't want to answer the question of which one is better, because I can't answer that for you. Everyone's answer is going to be different. So you have to answer for yourself which one is the better vacuum, which one will suit your needs better. That's it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.